thought they lived under my bed. We were both
Best
wrong.
action-adventure games coming out to PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, and PC in 2025 and beyond. Hope you liked the video. Click in the like button and subscribe for more. I really appreciate that. And let's go to the games.
But you are hunting. Still think you're the hunter?
Ghost of Yotei is the sequel of the acclaimed game Ghost of Tsushima, and now we're going to play in an adventure set over 300 years later. The game is being developed by Sucker Punch Productions, and the players will explore the lands and the surroundings of Yotei, and will see different types of environments through the game, since overgrown areas, to cold and snowy places, all that set in the year 1603, with amazing graphics and a huge open world to explore. The first game was really beautiful, so I believe this one will be even more, but to see it we'll need to wait until some moment of 2025, and it's coming out for PlayStation 5.
This city is a miracle of progress. A finely tuned, delicately balanced machine. But it only takes one rebellious little gear to ruin.
Clockwork Revolution is a new FPS game inspired in the classic and iconic BioShock. The game is being developed by the studio Inxile Entertainment, a Xbox game studio, and is confirmed to Xbox Series X and S and Windows. The release date is not confirmed yet, but is believed to be in 2025 or 2026. Embark on a grand adventure in the steampunk metropolis of Avalon, wielding an incredible invention that allows you to travel into the past and influence key events, altering the course of history. So if you like FPS games with an interesting storyline and a good combat, this is a game that you should keep an eye out for. In my opinion, it looks promising.
Time where I will not destroy you.
Oh no. What did I do?
Doom: The Dark Ages is a brand new journey of Doom Slayer after Doom Eternal. That was an insane game. Again, it's being developed by ID Software, the studio that brought us the series, and is to this day an insane studio. Doom is a fast-paced FPS game, with the focus in the gameplay, with a very brutal combat and motions. In the game you control Doom Slayer, the only defensor of Earth capable of fighting the demons. Now we're going to explore the medieval era, with new guns, features, enemies, and much more, and of course still with the classic stuff. But to see this new masterpiece we'll need to wait until May 20th, 2025, as the game is coming out for Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Borderlands 4 is the new adventure of the most acclaimed looter-shooter series. It's an FPS series with some RPG mechanics, and it's being developed by Gearbox Software. If you've never played some game of the series, it's a fun and unique FPS experience with quirky characters and a very fun progression, especially if you play with some friends. This promises to be the greatest Borderland experience. The series is known for being unique and really fun, and this new game is coming out in September 23, 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows. Gears of War Yotei is finally the new adventure of the iconic Xbox series, and for the old fans, once again we'll play as Marcus Phoenix, the great protagonist of the three first video games. The game is being developed by the Coalition, and it's coming out in 2025 to Xbox Series X and S and Windows, but I would not doubt of a PlayStation 5 version. The series is specially known for being an original and brutal third-person shooter series, with great characters and an insane combat system. And for the fans, as you can see in the name of the game, we'll finally be able to play in Yotei, a moment that's always been spoken through the games since the first one. Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet is the new game of the famous and beloved studio Naughty Dog, the studio responsible for the first Crash Bandicoot games, Uncharted series, and The Last of Us, some extremely good video games, but this one is a whole new adventure. The game was announced not so much time ago, so we still don't know much about it, but it's set in a futuristic universe, with travels across planets and galaxy. The gameplay wasn't revealed yet, but the graphics looks extremely good. The game is coming out only on PlayStation 5, and this is a game that many people didn't like of the first trailer, but we still need to see more of it. Bionic Bay is an atmospheric puzzle platformer game. It resembles the classic Limbo, with a unique graphic style, a precise gameplay, and interesting puzzles. The game is being developed by the studios Psychoflow Studio and Reanimal, and is coming out in April 17, 2025, and it's going to be available on PlayStation 5 and Windows. A scientist, uses a unique teleportation instrument to escape an ancient biomechanical world filled with imaginative technology, deadly traps, and hidden secrets. So if you like games like Limbo or Inside, this shall be a very interesting game for you, and it's really close to be released already. What's good?
Stay here and stand guard.
If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
Dying Light the Beast is a standalone adventure from the original games, and it's being developed by Techland. In case you don't know how it works, it's an open world filled with zombies, so you need to survive using different types of weapons, which you can explore for more. But the most interesting part of the game is the gameplay itself, with a first-person camera and insane parkour movements. For the ones who like especially the first Dying Light, you should keep an eye out for this game, and it's coming out for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Windows, and Xbox Series X and S, but there's no release date yet, but probably still in 2025. Hollow Knight Silksong is the sequel of the acclaimed original game. To be honest, this game was announced a long time ago, but no, it wasn't cancelled. It's still being developed, but we have no idea when it's coming out. The game is being developed by the studio Team Cherry, just like the original game, and it's coming out to Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4 and 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The game will be set in the same style of the original game, a 2D hardcore Metroidvania with extreme quality and originality, a fluid but simple gameplay, yet hard and stylish. The graphics of the game are insane, set in a dark universe with a lot of charisma and personality. Little Nightmares 3 is the new adventure, or should I say, nightmare, of the franchise, still with a very cool visual and nice graphics, and it's being developed by Supermassive Games. This time you won't play alone. I mean, you can play alone, but with an AI character helping you, or with a friend or mate, all set in an atmospheric and horrifying place filled with all types of monsters. Just like the first two games, here you must survive the bizarre creatures that wants to devour you and also solve the riddles of the rooms to proceed to the next stage. And with this co-op mode, it promises to be even more complex now, with the need of a good communications if you're playing online. The game is coming out in some moment of 2025 to PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and Windows.
Is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind. Carrington! Damn it!
Perfect Dark is the returning of an old and classic first-person shooter video game series. The new game is being developed by the studio The Initiative, a new Xbox game studio, and looks really interesting. The game got no release date yet, but is believed to be released in 2026, and the platforms confirmed are Xbox Series X and S and Windows, but a PlayStation 5 version is not unbelievable, I'd say. The gameplay features a good combat with different weapons and gadgets, but also an immersive stealth system, allowing you to complete the missions in different ways, making the game even more special in my opinion.
The graphics are really beautiful, with nice visuals and great constructions in this futurist experience.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
Fumes is a racing game for you that missed those classic boomer shooter with racing, like Vigilante 8, Twisted Metal, and more. The game is being developed by the Studio Fumes team and promises to be a returning to those classic games, even got a retro graphic style with many cars, upgrades, and stages. The game is coming out only for PC for now, and our early access is confirmed to be released soon, but with no official date yet. Arm your vehicle with deadly weapons and roam endless wastelands in this fast-paced car combat game. Collect upgrades for your car to melt enemies and giant bosses in this bizarre world.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam, and to the GHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own, especially within the UCA. Bridge is no longer overseas.
Death Stranding 2 is the sequel of the first Death Stranding, a very original game by the way. The game is obviously being developed by Kojima Studios, so prepare for a crazy and immersive story. The core of the game will be almost the same for what we know, but we'll obviously see some new features. After connecting everyone in the first game, we'll see the consequences of this deed in this game, and also explore a whole new area as we deliver and connect other people. The first game was once an exclusive of PS4, but today we can also play on Xbox Series or PC, as it's now a Kojima's game, and not Sony's anymore. Death Stranding 2 is coming in June 26, 2025, only on PlayStation 5, but I believe it's going to be released on PC and Xbox in the future.
world divided, made whole. With a few... The UCA's precursor, the United States of America, had a prominent gun culture. A distinctly American philosophy, and one which would appear to have spread to this continent.
It always comes back to this. This world, this moment, this choice.
Saros is a new game developed by the studio of Returnal, the studio housemarque. The game is going to be a 3D roguelike, just like Returnal was. In the first trailer we can't see much of the game, but the graphics looks really good. If you played Returnal, you know that it's a fast and fluid game, with a lot of possibilities and enemies, and set in that style known as bullet hell, and this one promises to follow the same style, despite we didn't see any gameplay yet. In the end of the trailer we can see in the eye of the character a lot of bullets coming in his direction, making it clear that it'll be a bullet hell game style. It's coming out to PS5 only, in 2026.
But after every death, I always come back stronger. And I will find you.
Nothing lasts forever.
Reanimal is a game set in the same style of Little Nightmares and developed by the creators of it too, the studio Tarsius Studios, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows, and will probably be available still in 2025. The creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2 have returned to take you on a darker, more terrifying journey than ever before. In this horror adventure game, a brother and sister go through hell to rescue their missing friends and escape the island that they used to call home. So yeah, the horror now promises to be greater than ever before, being a co-op experience, and it looks insane.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To be deceived do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself?
Mafia the Old Country is the fourth game of an acclaimed and beloved series. I mean, the third game is not that beloved, but there are some fans of it too. The game is being developed by the studio Hangar 13, the studio responsible for Mafia 3. As I said, it's not the most beloved game, but they also did Mafia 1 Remake. That's an excellent game, and now it'll be their new chance of creating a good story. The game will be released in 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and Windows. It'll be set before of the other games in the start of 20th century and promises to be a game with a great storytelling like the first two games.
Repeat these words.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
Yourself. Your life. To this family.
Flesh must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
Mandragora is a new mix of Metroidvania with Souls-like in an epic 2D adventure. It's being developed by the studio Primal Game Studio, and it's really close to be released in April 17th to PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, Microsoft Windows, and Xbox Series X and S. Slay your way in Mandragora, Whispers of the Witch Tree, an epic action RPG in a dark fantasy world. Battle monsters across a 40-plus hour story, master 6 unique classes, craft hundreds of useful items, and explore the secrets of an expansive, interconnected world. So if you're a fan of 2D games, and also action RPG games, this game looks really promising, and I really hope that it's as good as it looks.
This place crackles with ancient magic.
Entropy is within you.
Metroid Prime 4 is a FPS game of Metroid series. The first one was a true success, and this one is being immensely anticipated, and it's being developed by Retro Studios, Nintendo. Almost 20 years after the third Metroid Prime, we'll finally see a brand new huge and thrilling adventure of Samus Aran, the famous galaxy bounty hunter, so prepare to experience one of the biggest games of this series. We know that Nintendo games are usually games with extreme quality, and this will probably be the same. If you want to play it, know that it's coming out in some moment of 2025, only on Nintendo Switch.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it.
And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance.
Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is the remake of one of the most acclaimed Metal Gear games. The remake is being developed by Konami, and if they make a remake as good as Silent Hill 2 remake, it'll be insane. If you never played Metal Gear before, know that it's a stealth game, but not just this, it's a very original and unique game, with a crazy plot, and the mechanics of the original game nobody even believed was possible when the game was released. But we'll need to wait to see if the remake will really be good, but let's hope it is. And the game is coming out on August 28, 2025 for Xbox X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod.
Me as well.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother, and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
I'm not finished yet!
Searching house to house.
If they arrest you two, they will take you to their headquarters, and you will not return.
Counting you, and that's too many.
I'll be there before the sun rises. Before the Germans, before that American.
Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is finally a new American Captain game, but also with the Black Panther, and the game is being developed by Studio Skydance Interactive. In the game we'll control the American Captain, Black Panther, and also 2 other normal humans through the game, each one of them with their features and traits, all set during the World War II, so it looks really interesting. We don't have much more information about the game, but the first trailer looks really good, but we'll need to wait more to see when the game is coming out, probably 2025, to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC.
He's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Battlefield 6 is finally the new Battlefield game after Battlefield 2042. It's being developed by DICE and some other studios and shall be released in 2025 or 2026 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows.
Your cortisol levels are elevated. Something's interfering, detecting temporal anomaly. Processing.
Cthulhu: The Cosmic Abyss is a new single-player game set in the universe of the legend Cthulhu. A mining station in the Pacific Abyss is no longer responding. As an investigator of the occult, unravel the mysteries of the deep. Test your wits and sanity in this thriller inspired by the Master of Providence. The game is being developed by the studio Big Bad Wolf and will be published by Nacon. The game shall be released in some moment of 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation, and Windows. If you like the universe and stories created by H.P. Lovecraft and also like atmospheric single-player games, this is one that you really need to keep an eye out for, cause it looks promising.
The knowledge, it's beautiful.
Mindseye is a new story game developed by an old Rockstar Games president, Leslie Benzies, so the hype about this game is real, especially cause we can see some features and stuff that remind us of GTA series, like the camera, gameplay, driving and shooting, and more. The studio developed in is Build a Rocket Boy, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows, and maybe we'll see it still in 2025. The game will be set in a futurist version of America, with nice graphics, a good gameplay, and a story that seems to be interesting, so I'm really looking forward to see more and play this game.
Remember this. DS! Showtime!
I have these gaps. That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story. Wait for me! I'll cover you. All this time you just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you...
Myo Memories in Orbit is an interesting Metroidvania game coming out. It's being developed by the studio Does Dixiems, and it'll be available on PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, and Xbox Series X and S in some moment of 2025. Play as Android Mio in this mesmerizing Metroidvania, where you explore the vessel, an enormous technological ark overgrown with machines gone rogue. Uncover its secrets, enhance Mio's abilities, and save the spaceship and its residents from oblivion. You won't be alone on your journey. Repair damaged robots and help them to unveil the Ark's past and gain valuable bonuses.
A promising new Metroidvania game.
Across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of
Ninja Gaiden 4 is the returning of an old and acclaimed hack-and-slash series. The new game is being developed by the studios Platinum Games, Team Ninja, and Koei Tecmo Games, and promises to be the great returning of the series, that also received a version black to Ninja Gaiden 2 in the same day it was announced, and there's also a new 2D game announced, that looks sick. In the new game we'll play as Ryu Hayabusa, but also a new character, with technological gadgets and a whole new style of combat. So I must say that it really got my attention, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows in some moment of 2025.
Whatever your clan is plotting, it ends here. So you've come, Raven.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is surely going to be a nostalgic experience for the fans of the original Ninja Gaiden games. It'll be set in 2D stages, with a fast combat style, mixing the original game style with new movements and graphics. It's being developed by the studio The Game Kitchen, and as a retro gamer I must say that this looks insane for me, so I'm really excited about this game. This new graphic style looks ravishing, mixing cartoon and pixel art, riveting. So if you, just like me, are a fan of old school games, I think you should keep an eye out for this new version of Ninja Gaiden, and the game is coming out at some moment of 2025 to PlayStation 4 and 5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows.
Let's see your best then, eh? Swordplay is a game of strength.
Onimusha Way of the Sword is the new game of a classic and acclaimed series. It's a hack-and-slash game with some RPG mechanics. The old ones are really good and immersive, with an interesting and unique story and storytelling. The game is being developed by Capcom. It will be set in a medieval Japan, mixing reality with fantasy, with a fast and stylish combat style. And if you didn't know the series, I recommend you to play the classic games. They're really good even to this day. I'm looking forward to play this new game of the series, and it all looks so beautiful. Look at these graphics, bro. Insane, isn't? And the game is coming out in 2026 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows.
And you can bring as many friends as you want. Not good. Let's see your best then, eh?
Shadow Labyrinth is a 2D action platformer and a genre-twisting alternate take on the iconic Pac-Man. As the swordsman, you wake on a mysterious planet amidst relics of wars past. To survive, you will discover secrets, consume your enemies, and grow from prey to apex predator. The studio developing it is Bandai Namco Studios Inc., and there's a release date already, that is July 17, 2025, and it'll be available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows. Search the remnants of an age-old intergalactic conflict started long before your arrival, and discover new powers and abilities. Use them to traverse an alien world as you battle dangerous creatures and evolved monstrosities.
Anything like you have, she'll keep fighting till we find her.
I hope so. It's just hard to believe this is all real.
Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
Shh. That's two-toed.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't of a disposition to be gator snacks.
South of Midnight is an upcoming action-adventure game with a combat similar to a hack and slash. It's being developed by the studio Compulsion Games, an Xbox game studio, and it's coming out in April 8, 2025 to Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. Explore the mythos, and confront mysterious creatures of the Deep South in this modern folktale, while learning to weave an ancient power to surmount obstacles and unravel your family's hidden past. The game is set in stylish and different graphic style, with a fast and fluid gameplay, since the exploration to the combat itself, which you'll face different enemies through the game, since normal foes to different boss fights.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
GTA 6 is simply the most anticipated game ever. In the game, we'll take control of two different characters, Jason and Lucia, and once again we'll be able to explore the iconic Vice City. The game is being developed by Rockstar Games, probably the most beloved video game studio nowadays. This is going to be a whole new GTA game after more than 10 years. The last one was GTA 5 2 generations ago, so this one promises to be a masterpiece in a matter of possibilities and freedom. The game is coming out still in 2025, according to Rockstar Games, but the date is not confirmed yet. And the game is coming out to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. PC version shall be coming out about 1 year later.
The only way we're gonna get through this is by sticking together, being a team. Trust?
Trust.
The Eternal Life of Goldman is a beautiful and interesting 2D platformer game. The graphic style is ravishing, with beautiful colors and impressive style. The game is being developed by the studio Yotei Studio, and there's no release date yet, but I believe it's coming out in some moment of 2025 to PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, Microsoft Windows, and Xbox Series X and S. In this breathtaking platformer adventure, explore a vast hand-drawn archipelago, inspired by ancient fables and depicted in classic frame-by-frame animation, and defeat a mysterious deity. The gameplay reminded me of DuckTales. That was a very fun platformer game, and to be honest, this game looks really insane for me.
I bet you think I'm here for the gold and jewels, right? Well, you'd be dead wrong. It's okay. I got you, pal. Just you and me. Search everywhere! Those dirty Inquisition always in the wrong place.
Styx Blades of Greed is a new game of this stealth series. The last game released was a long time ago, but now we finally have a new game announced. It's being developed by the studio Cyanide and will be released still in 2025, but with no official date yet, and it'll be available on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows. The Master of Stealth is back. Explore the dizzying heights of the Izerian continent and cunningly eliminate your enemies. Thanks to your quartz powers, you are freer than ever. Be creative. Never has it felt so good to be greedy. So if you like stealth games, this shall be interesting. It's set in a fantasy and medieval world, with creatures and a lot of things that can kill you.
Kids, it's not about doing it. It's about getting away with it. I never felt anything like this before. I love it.
I need some backup here, dispatch. Searching last known location. Dispatch, I got a mail matching the suspect's description.
The Precinct is an extremely interesting sandbox police game. The game resembles the classic GTA games, with a sort of upside-down camera, but here the player will control a cop. The game is being developed by the studio Fallen Tree Games and looks extremely fun. In the game we'll control a police officer, and we must solve the crimes that will lead us to even more dangerous situations, resulting in the discovery of even greater criminal plans. In the game we'll be able to control vehicles or go walking in the streets and missions, with a fun and fluid gameplay, and I must say that it looks really fun, and there's a release date confirmed already. That is May 13, 2025, and the game is coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows.
Suspect is now on foot. Wait, invisible.
Another day, another dime. Come on, kid. Let's roll.
Units in the vicinity, please respond to an incident. Last seen is...
Tony Hawk 3+4 will be the remaster of the classic and beloved original games. The remaster of 1 and 2 was released already, and now we'll have the remastered version of these two other games from this awesome series. The remaster is being developed by the studio Iron Galaxy Studios and is coming out still in 2025, July 11, 2025, and it'll be available on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4 and 5, Nintendo Switch, and Windows, and it'll be available day one on Xbox Game Pass. The series is specially known for being an insane arcade skate experience with insane tricks and maneuvers, awesome soundtracks, and a fluid gameplay style, so I'm really looking forward to play this game.
I can sense it. As long as it is reforged.
My wish can be fulfilled. Who knows how that world came into being? It devoured everything from the past. Only I was left.
Tides of Annihilation is a new hack-and-slash game coming out probably in 2026. The game features an absurd of beautiful visual and graphics, and for the ones that likes fast action adventure game, this one looks sick, with a fast and fluid gameplay, so I'm really excited about this one. The game is being developed by the studio Eclipse Glow Games, and is simply one of the games when I see, I want to play already. It kinda resembles Final Fantasy 15 in some aspects of gameplay, what's really good for me, and if you want to play it too, know that it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC. With no release date yet, probably 2026.
Half-baked trick. Very well. This is your own doing. You're a right pain, aren't you? You'll soon pay.
Terminator 2 Dino Fate. Experience the thrill of Terminator 2 Judgment Day with arcade action and pixel-perfect graphics. The game will be set in a side-scroller style with a beautiful pixel graphic. The game is being developed by the studio Bitmap Bureau, and there's a release date already, that is September 4th, 2025, and it'll be available on PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, Linux, Xbox Series X and S, and macOS. Step into a classic arcade experience that pays homage to the Terminator 2 Judgment Day universe with authentic arcade gameplay, music, and pixel-perfect visuals built from the ground up. If you like the classic Contra games, this one shall be really fun for you.
You are the frog in a pot, boiling so slowly. You don't even know what's happening. But I'm here.
Judas is the new first-person shooter developed by the creator of BioShock series, the famous Ken Levine. The studio developing it is Ghost Story Games, and the game is coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. It was supposed to be released in March of 2025, but it was postponed, and now it got no release date, but shall be released in some moment of 2025. A disintegrating starship, a desperate escape plan. You are the mysterious and troubled Judas. Your only hope for survival is to make or break alliances with your worst enemies. Will you work together to fix what what you broke, or will you leave it to burn? The story shall be complex and intriguing, just like BioShock series is.
Free. Whether you like it or not.
Hell Is Us is a third-person action game with some RPG mechanics all set in a semi-open world. The game is being developed by the studio Rogue Factor. Explore this dark and dangerous place, seeking answers for your questions, all with a fast and dynamic melee combat, fighting against strange sorts of creatures with unique visuals. That's the type of game that I really get excited about, but to see if it's as good as it looks, we'll need to wait until September 4, 2025, and the game is coming out to PS5, Xbox X and S, and PC.
Then they took him away. Mother said I couldn't play outside anymore. Everyone had fled. She said the country was sick, but we would be okay. A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream?
I see great power within you. A destiny.
Lost Soulicide is a new hack-and-slash game with a fast-paced gameplay inspired in Devil May Cry. The game is being developed by the studio Ulti-Zero Games, and it's being developed in Unreal Engine, and in the gameplays and trailers it looks really interesting, with a fast and unique combat system, with some good mechanics, great enemies and bosses, so if you like hack-and-slash games you should keep an eye out for it. There's a release date already, and it's May 30th, 2025, and is coming out to PlayStation 5 and Microsoft Windows.
My only hope lies with you.
Come, Kaiser. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions. Let me be your vengeance. The blade in your hand. You never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity...
Just run away.
Phantom Blade Zero is a new fast-paced action RPG game, and all the videos and gameplays of the game looks absolutely mind-blowing. It's being developed by the Studio S game, and in the game we see some inspirations in Souls-like game, since the gameplay style, to the boss fights, but the game won't be exactly a Souls-like. The graphics looks really awesome, and will surely be a great game when it's released. We still don't know when the game is coming out, but in a new trailer they said that the release date is going to be announced in 2025, so I believe the game is coming out in 2026 or later, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5 and Windows.
Everyone wears a mask! You too! This is a real face!
He let you live? What secret did you sell him?
That's the video, guys. A lot of excellent games, right? Well, I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave your comments, that is really important for me. Thank you so much, and so long.